Well, let's go. All right, boys. Well, food is essential. All right, unless your name is Mark Zuckerberg, all right, or let's say that your name is Joe Biden, we all need food to live. But there's some places around the world that doesn't even matter, because even if you eat healthy, you're eating, okay? It's insane. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about food, especially food handling, all right? And not especially food that's actually basically in the United States, okay? We are very clean. We're going to talk about a country. And guess whose country it is? I'm just gonna do this and keep moving my head. If you haven't noticed, different setting, different day, same shirt, so what? What are you gonna do about it? Like I was saying, you have restaurants, and then guess what? You got street foods, the dark side. And actually food is a big deal, okay? It's something that we eat and it needs to be clean. Hygiene is big. Food is so important that, for example, in the United States, there is 20 different laws pertaining to keeping these foods regulated to a point where nobody gets actually sick. Now, in contrast with restaurants, you have street foods. Okay, the lack of regulation that goes and passes by unnoticed. Remember this guy right here checking everybody at the airport? Does that ring a bell? Have you seen that video? That is a very accurate representation of how seriously India takes as a country food regulations. When it comes to street foods, do you think that they have time to actually care about hygiene? Do you think they have the time? Do you think that the burger you just ate from that favorite place you just went at is ass crack free? Just FYI, due to the lack of regulations on street foods, you might have one of these key ingredients, one of which are not limited to being sweat, ass crack essence with a little bit of thick cheese. And guess what? You can get all of those toppings and beyond if you travel to the most religious country in the whole world.
India.
Believe it or not, some people actually call this the sound of bacteria, and I call it the sound of the necropolis. Okay, they are cooking something vile here. This does not look appealing whatsoever, and it seems like this is just the tip of the iceberg. On a quick note, it's always fascinating to me how they have many different colorful seasoning options, but it is always ending on the same result. It's either brown or green. This cannot be really good for your guts. There's no way that you as a human being can actually consume 20 different seasonings and not fry your stomach, okay? There's no way. You're gonna have gastric issues at the age of 12. And listen, I'm not trying to doom down street foods in general, because for example, if you go to, let's say, Thailand, Spain, Taiwan, let's say for example Mexico, which I believe those are like the top 5 countries when it comes to street foods, you're gonna have a nice, pleasant experience. Okay, these countries tend to care a little bit about more hygiene, okay, than India, as you have seen, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. If you would rank India, you know, compared to the rest of the world, there's 195, fun fact by the way, 195 countries in total around the world. India wouldn't be on the top 5, would it? It is on the top 5 worst countries in the world when it comes to street foods. Okay, now you would say, well, no one has actually died from consuming this vile and outlandish food, right? In India. Guess what? Yes, they have. A YouTuber named Oscar from Mexico traveled all the way, right, across the globe into India, and they tried what it seems to be brown goo. And guess what? The guy actually died. This is a true story. If you're actually looking to catch, okay, raging diarrhea on a vacation trip, just go to India. Nothing more, nothing less. With probably an ounce of either green or brown goo, you're going to explode, okay? You're going to go to the bathroom and have explosive diarrhea for a lifetime. And just when I thought I saw everything, there's more. Aside from fingering, fisting, elbow dipping, toe dipping with a little bit of tongue action and soda bathing, the city is actually being hijacked by rats. And in many cases, I have seen videos of Indians feeding these rats, and rats fighting inside bowls like it is a Roman Colosseum. My theory is that the reason why they're actually feeding these rats is because if you can beat them, you have to join them, okay? If you don't beat them, you have to join them. And the only way to keep these rats from not revolting, all right, and throwing down the government, the Indian government, is by just keeping them happy. Also, have you noticed that it is actually the only side of the world where you can mix like 20 different, colorful by the way, powders, right? Like, it's insane, and the end result is either brown or green. There's no in between. I've seen many videos that have different shades of green, and then there's different shades of brown, okay? But then at the end, no matter what they do, no matter what you put in that bowl, okay, it turns either into brown or green. And to me, it is just a mystery, you know? That's it, guys. That's it for today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed the video, because I have a feeling that what was talked in this YouTube video, it does some resonance with all of you out there that probably think the same, okay? Also, this is not a hateful video by any way, shape, or form. This is just a guy just throwing out there his humble opinion, okay? And what I have observed so far from these individuals, okay? Thank you all for watching, for standing by, for taking a look at the video. Don't forget to sub and like, so together we fight the algorithm gods, okay? Apes together, strong. And with that being said, guys, always remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. All right, take care. Bye bye. Until the next one.